How many of you ever given a salesperson an objection and you didn't actually, it wasn't actually real, you just wanted to get rid of it? You know, I know some of you slothing on your couch on a Saturday afternoon and the phone goes and you pick it up, you go, no, I'm busy, thanks, bye, boom. No, you weren't, you're lying. Okay, what happened is you didn't see value. Okay, so people object when they don't see value. Okay, well, the biggest failures of salespeople, when they get a no, they walk away. There was a stat done in the US a couple of years ago where they interviewed and measured the results of a couple of thousand salespeople through a whole lot of companies. What they found is nearly 50% of all salespeople never went back to the client when they got a no. That was it. Got a no, that's it, I'm out of here. Okay? About 10 to 12% never went back after 2 no's. Another 10 to 12% never went back after 3 no's. This is the interesting stat. 12% never stopped going back. That 12% made up for 80% of all the income that was generated in those companies. Because a no is never a no. It just means not now, I don't see value, I can't understand. It's never a no. So you keep people in your world, keep connected to them, and you handle objections. So again, you wanted to say something.
Hi, everybody. So a few years back in the Eastern Cape, I was a human medical rep as well. And one of the biggest doctors, literally not one of the biggest doctor in the Eastern Cape, his practice, threw me out on a Thursday, told me, Sugen, get out of here. But I listened to what he was saying. I wasn't speaking his language. He's a guy with facts, figures, not I'll see and get back to you. I went back on Tuesday, the next week, Tuesday, and I took a 38,000 Rand order. My products were 5 Rand, 8 Rand, and 12 Rand. I took a 38,000 Rand order out from him because I listened to what he said.
There we go. And you didn't stop going back, yes?
Well, I went back. Never stopped going back.
Okay. Never stop going back. So thank you. You know, when I started my first business in Zim, it was a safety business, and I picked up an agency from South Africa and launched it in Zim. And I had one of the export manager from the company. I had the agency agreement come up to Zim, and I decided that I'd take him up to Vic Falls to see the falls, get to know the guy, build a relationship. And on the way back from the falls, we were driving from, how many of you have been to Vic Falls? And I've been to Vic Falls. I was driving from Vic Falls back to Bulawayo, and you go through a town called Wangi, and used to be called Wanky, and in those days it was called Wanky Colliery. And I drove past. I'd never been to that part of the world. I lived in Zim all my life, never been to that part of the world. And he says to me, "What mine's this?" I said, "Hey, I think it's Wanky Colliery." So he said, "Well, let's stop in and chat to them." We stopped, went to the open cast, and we sold our way through the gate without an appointment. It was sort of 3:30 in the afternoon. All the mine captains and shift bosses were sort of hanging out, having tea. We rocked up, started chatting to them. An hour later, we left. And I watched this guy operate. And all he did is he sat there and asked him questions, just asked him questions. And when we finished, he said, "Okay, so if Barry comes on your mind and he does a safety survey," because we do safety surveys, and he does a safety survey and surveys everything that you need when it comes to personal protective equipment and writes you a report. And not only does he do that, but we will test and show you which the best products are for job. Would you be interested? The guy went, "You prepared to do that?" He said, "Hell yes." We walked out. He said, "Okay, dude, you know what they want. Find a way to get it done." I said, "You never done that before?" He goes, "No, but that's what they want. So find a way to get it done." That was it. For 7 months, I flew Harare, Wanky. Spent a week on the mine, underground, in the plant. Boom. Didn't make a single sale. Kept going back, kept going back, kept going back. Wrote them a big report, tested a whole lot of products, shipped 2 40-foot containers onto the mine. And for 3.5 years, I did 95% of all their safety equipment business. And my partner was saying to me, "You know, why you keep going to the falls?" You're not selling anything. You haven't made any money. It'll come. I'm doing what the client needs. It'll come. And he was convinced that I was sort of flying up there for a week at a time, going whitewater rafting and fishing and doing all that sort of stuff, and then coming home. But it's that you keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. Find out what clients want. Does that make sense? So, it's again, that client that you closed today, how many times have you spoken to them about this product that you sold them?
8 months.
There we go. 8 months.
And she said no. She said no. In that same call, she said no. Not right now. We're not doing anything today.
There we go. No, not right now. That means no, I don't see value. But until you got it to see value, and how did you do that? You asked her questions. If I could do this, and if we could help you with this, suddenly the value was there. Same product, same price, different sense of value. So you got to take people from a no to a yes. Okay, the one thing in sales, you want to be good at sales, you got to get a no. Okay, I want no's. When I get a yes too fast, guess what it means? No. Okay. People want to walk in and do a deal, and the client goes, yes, I'm interested. Guess what they really mean? No. It's the quickest way to get rid of you is say yes. You know what, Troy? What you're talking about is amazing. Send me a proposal. We'll discuss it in our meeting next week. Okay, good. Ever wondered if they have more than one meeting every 12 months?